Yago, turn it down. Okay. Just double checking here to make sure we are live. Double checking. I think I am. Okay. All right. I can confirm that I'm live. So it's great to see everybody. Also, let me just make sure that my microphone is. Sorry, guys. I have to adjust my levels. Okay. We're set. We're set. Okay. So welcome to Funnel Fridays. It's you probably already know me. I'm Ryan. And if this is the first time that you are signing into one of our live videos, welcome. I try to give out one piece of funnel advice every Friday. And this is only, I think, the third Friday or fourth Friday that the group has been in existence. But I wanted to talk today about why your website really doesn't matter. And the biggest mistake that I see most business owners make when they're starting, and the biggest mistake that most business owners are making when they start their business is that they place entirely too much importance on their website. So the first thing that business owners have when they start their business is, well, first is their idea. They've got this really great idea about this business and how they want to run it, and what comes next after the idea is usually, you named it, you guessed it, website. And so what happens is you spend a little bit amount of time on the concept of your business, right? You might even get a few clients at first. But if you're in the camp of people that don't get clients first and you have the business concept first, what people will do is they'll dedicate a lot of time to their what they call marketing, which is, of course, the first thing the first thing that anyone thinks about when it comes to marketing is their website. So they're going to dedicate a lot of time to a website, their brand, the colors, the logo, the text, the font, the everything. And they end up spending this time on this website that might look good once they're finally finished after 1 month, 2 months, sometimes 3 months, 4 months to get a website launched. And then they feel like finally this sigh of relief that they can finally launch their business, this business that they've had in their mind for like the last few months. They finally got their website together and it looks professional and they're ready to go. Well, guess what? They realize, oh, I don't have any traffic coming to my website. Oh, I'm not getting any clients to my website. They start sending out business cards. Oh, maybe I need some business cards. They'll get some business cards. They'll put their website on that. They'll give their business cards to friends. They'll start talking to, family. They'll start, promoting it on Facebook. This is my new website. This is, and they'll start promoting something. And what they'll usually get confused is that they think that the promotion that they're doing is for their website, but people really don't care about their website. You start conversations with people and people aren't actually asking about your website. They're asking about, well, what is it that you do? And you give them an explanation, whether it's via Messenger, via WhatsApp, via text, on the phone, in a conversation, in the car, on the street. Everyone you meet, you end up starting to talk about your business to. And that's a great form of marketing, but that has nothing to do with your website. So you end up getting one client, two clients, maybe even 3 or 4 clients in the beginning. And most of the time, when I speak to people that are just starting their business, you ask them, so How many of those first clients that you got came through your website? They have to pause and think, and they say, well, actually, none. Because the majority of the first clients that you're going to get are going to be people that you know, people that trust you, people that you've created relationships with, people that have heard things about you from other people. And those are going to be your first clients. And so then you start working with those clients and you realize, man, I got a lot of work to do. I got to do this. I got to provide this. I got to make sure that my clients have this. And if you're a coach or a consultant, you are providing some kind of expert service to your clients, and you've got to either train them. You might have a program, you might have a course, anything that they're doing, and you're dedicated 100% to that service. And guess what happens to that website that you spent so long working on? You stop thinking about it. That website goes to the wayside completely. And then you realize, I've got this great service now. I'm concentrated on these client projects, but now these client projects are starting to end, and I need more clients for next month or 2 months down the road. And then you realize, well, that website isn't doing anything. It's just been sitting there. I've put it together. I've got this website. I've been doing these, conducting my service with my clients, and the website hasn't been giving me any future clients. So now you feel pressured because you've got to go back to what you were doing in the beginning when you launched your website, which is, hey guys, I've got this new website. Check it out. No, I've launched my company, and you're in a different position now. And you realize at that point, after you've gotten your first round of clients, that the website that you made is not helping you. It's not doing anything for you. It might look nice. It might look professional. It might look clean. It might look all those things that you wanted in the beginning, but you realize that this website is not doing anything for your business. So it's really important that you concentrate on the service and the message. And the best way to do that, the absolute best way to do that is by creating a funnel. Okay. You don't need a website that talks about your history, your service, your this, your that, your resume, where you went to school, your education. Those aren't the questions that people are asking you when you're in the street talking to them about your new business, is it? People aren't asking you those questions. People aren't, well, where's your degree from? Do you have a degree in what you're supposed to be a specialist in? Well, can you show me your diploma, please? No one asks you those questions when you start talking to them about your business, do they? They ask you about how you can help them and what your experience in that area is, and what are maybe some of the other things that you've done for other clients. Or they might have a plethora of questions, but they usually have nothing to do with what you put on your website, right? So it's very important that you're focused from the beginning on a way to get clients. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is definitely through the strategy call funnel. Now, we had Paloma Pena on our Facebook Live series last week, and she went through this really amazing funnel that she has, which is a LinkedIn funnel. And there's a big, really important message that she had in this, and when she explained how her business works and how her funnel works. And it's that her funnel, even though it's on LinkedIn, it leads to something. And the funnel that she has leads to a phone call. So how many of you are new business owners or have started your new business and you never once got on the phone to actually pitch your service or sell it on the phone? If you have a process that's designed to generate calls, people that are highly interested in something that you're doing, then that's a great way to generate new clients. So rather than have a website that just has a contact form, why not have a process of specific pages that will motivate someone to hop on a call with you? Not a chat, not a call where you're just going to find out where they're from, how they're doing, etc., but a call where you can find out what their problems are, you can address whether or not you can solve those problems, and you can give them a quote on your pricing and propose your offer to them. Now that is something powerful. And if someone, if most businesses had that in place from day one, they'd be in a much better position later on down the line. So that's what most businesses fail. That's where they fail, is in having the website first and placing that importance on the website rather than on a funnel. Secondly, today in the call, I want to go over really quick what a funnel looks like. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. And we've got this document. Okay, so you guys, if you haven't seen this document yet, this is a process and funnel map that I created this week that kind of summarizes the actual funnel process that Paloma explained to us on her call in our Facebook Live chat last week. Now, you'll see that there's about 5 steps to this. Basically, she said you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile or you're not doing something on LinkedIn, think of this as just optimizing your outward appearance to be attractive to people that want to do business with you. Okay. So if you're going to get clients through Facebook, you need to optimize your Facebook profile. If you're going to get clients through LinkedIn, you definitely need to make sure that you're getting your LinkedIn profile optimized. So once your profile is optimized, hopefully you'll begin to generate interest for what it is you do. And if you're generating interest for what it is you do, whether it's consulting, whether it's coaching, whether it's any of those things, hopefully you're going to start to create conversations, right? Those conversations that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you're going to generate conversations. And if you're generating conversations, that gives you the opportunity for people to get to know who you are, who your business is, and how you help people. So you want to get to the second stage, which is chat. Okay. So the steps essentially for creating a sales process for your business, if you're a consultant or a coach, they don't change if you're on LinkedIn or Facebook or TikTok. It doesn't really matter. Or if you're on the street, or if you're in an event, or if you're at if you're somewhere physically. The thing is, you've got to present yourself and make yourself visible so that people will want to inquire about what it is you do and how it is you help them, right? And then the second thing is you're going to start these conversations, or they're going to start conversations with you. In any case, we're developing a relationship here. People go from not knowing you to knowing you a little bit, to starting a slow conversation with you, and then we're going to get them on a scheduled call. So then once you get in a conversation, it's very often, it's really the case that you're speaking to someone that you've met about your business. You're telling them maybe maybe you're at a networking event, and what's the next step after you give them maybe your business card? Why don't we hop on a call? Why don't you call me next week and we can kind of go through your business, and I can give you some pointers on X subject matter. Right? So the next thing is schedule something with them. Okay, you've already struck up a conversation. Schedule something more formal, something where you can deep dive into their problems, into their fears, into their hopes, their objectives, etc. Now, once they've scheduled something with you, it's really important that you have a system or a way to actually qualify them. So this qualify step is basically you making sure that the person that's going to schedule a call with you, that's going to schedule time out of your day to talk about their business, whether or not they're actually a good fit for your service. So you can do that after they schedule through like some type of survey form. If you're doing this in a very chat way, if you're doing this via LinkedIn chat, Facebook Messenger, you might actually be able to qualify people in your actual conversations with them. Qualifying someone means maybe asking them, well, what's their revenue? What are they looking to get solved? How many employees do they have? Are they really looking to make a change in their business? What type of, what's their demographics? What's their psychographics? All of those types of things. You might be able to get that out through a conversation with those people before they've even scheduled something with you. But if not, make sure that it's a process that's a step in your process, so that you're able to weed out people that don't have any business even getting on the phone with you. If someone says, man, I love what you do, but I have no money. Well, is working with someone that has no money really appealing to you? Is that something that you would consider an ideal for someone to work with? So, you really have to be careful about how you are working with people. You should be selective. You shouldn't just be taking on anyone, right? Um, and then you want to close them. So the final step is the close. So you're going to do that. In this case, if you're a coach or consultant, I highly recommend a call. If you've never done sales calls before, if you've never learned how to conduct a call, in the comments of this video, say so. And actually what I could do is do a video on maybe a loose sales script that you could use to help get your skills up on sales calls. Most people are terrified of the phone, and you shouldn't be. The phone is a great way to actually close clients and not rely on just the sitting and waiting strategy. Most people are like, I got my website, now I'm just going to sit and wait. How's that working for you? So learning how to close, learning how to actually conduct a call on the phone with someone, it doesn't just mean shoving your service down the throat. It means actually listening to someone, understanding their problems, and then responding with a very, very good offer, which is your service, right? So this is what that looks like. I created a funnel map for a basic strategy call. Now, again, this is you can use this process without using LinkedIn. You could just do this using your website, using a funnel on your own website, using pages that you've created in your website. It starts with traffic. So you're either making conversations online, in person, Facebook, LinkedIn, and then it goes to a chat. So you're fomenting those conversations, and then once you've actually developed some type of relationship, speaking with someone in that chat, in that way, then maybe you're going to go to give them a calendar booking system. So they'll send them a calendar link where they'll be able to schedule a call with you. And then from the call, then they'll go to an application page where they'll actually complete some questions that you might have about them and whether or not they're a good fit for your business. Once they go there, they'll get a thank you page. Thank you for completing your application and for scheduling a call with us. We'll be in touch soon. On the back end, your prospect is now getting an email, a confirmation email about the call that they just scheduled, and then they'll get several reminder emails leading up to the call. My suggestion is, if you have a system that is sending out autorespond emails, to have the emails be sent that are the reminder emails be sent before the call 2 days, so 48 hours, 24 hours, and then 1 hour before the call. That way you're minimizing people forgetting about your call, and you're making sure that you're staying in front of them and on their mind throughout the week as they get ready for the call. And then once you're on the call, you can use a script if you've got a script. Again, if you don't have a script, comment below. I'd really be interested to know if people have scripts or if they're using some type of actual process or format to close people on the phone. And then once you've talked to them about their problems and proposed your solution, you should also be asking for, the sale. You should be saying, well, this is how you get started. When do we start? Right? When do you want to get started with this? And they say, yes, they want to get started. And your next question will be, then great. This is the payment link. I'll send it to you right now. Go ahead and fill it out within the next couple of hours, and I'll make sure that you get the price that we discussed. Or you can take credit card details on the phone. It really kind of depends upon your market. In America, I know that taking credit card on the phone is pretty normal, but in other countries and other cultures, it's not. So you can just make sure you have a strategy for both of those situations, and then you're going to close your client. So this is a great way to generate generate calls. And if you're constantly generating calls, if you've got calls lined up every week to help people with your service, then a certain percentage of those calls should end in a sale, right? So that's the whole purpose of creating a strategy call funnel. The great thing about what Paloma shared with us last week is that she's got lots of this process all integrated into her LinkedIn. So she's using LinkedIn, but you don't have to use LinkedIn to do the same process. The steps, the purpose of the steps are the same, whether you're using your website or whether you're using LinkedIn or whether you're using Facebook. You have to make sure that you know where your ideal clients are hanging out. Are you a coach or a consultant that has a lot of possible clients that hang out in Facebook groups? Well, then Facebook should be where you're looking to. If you are a financial advisor and you know that lots of your prospective clients are on LinkedIn, well, then you should be on LinkedIn. So those are some things to keep in mind. I wanted to make sure that you guys understood how this worksheet worked. Go ahead and print this out. It's a great thing for you guys to print out, put on your wall. If you're a coach or consultant, this is great methodology for you to use in your own business if you're not already using something similar. And regarding tools, the best tool that you could use for a system like this would be something like Kartra. I highly recommend it. I know lots of people that get great results with Kartra. I run my whole business. If you're on the fence about investing in your own system, don't. Right? The only reason you're investing money to use a system like Kartra is to generate business. And if you're not doing that with your system, with your tool, then you don't need the tool. You shouldn't be using the tool, but you should be thinking of the tool as that, a tool that will generate business for you. So that way, if I'm paying $100 a month for Kartra or for ClickFunnels or for Builderall or for any plethora of lead pages of any of these systems, if you're paying money for it, you're paying for it because it's an investment, because you're getting a return on it. I can't run my business without Kartra. I wouldn't be able to. So for me, I have like the mid plan. I spend like 200 euros a month just on Kartra, just on internet tools that I'm using to outreach to clients and get new clients. So that's about it. If anyone has any questions, I'm not able to. Let's see. I can see. I have like the mid plan. Funnel Fridays. Hey, Aaron, what's up? I see people here. I guess there's people watching me now. In any case, I just wanted to say hello. If you guys have questions about anything, about how any of this works, just reach out, send a message in the group. I'm really happy to see what type of activity we've got in the group. I know it's summer. Lots of people are out. Lots of people are on vacation. Lots of people are traveling. Lots of people are just not present on Facebook. And, se nota, you can see that there's just a lot less activity. But I'm still surprised with how much activity there is despite the circumstances, despite the pandemic. There's been a lot of activity in the group, and the group has been growing every day. Today we got like 3, 4, or 5 new members. So really excited. You guys know how to reach me, and funnel forward. I don't know. That was kind of a stupid catchphrase, wasn't it? Funnel forward. Happy Funnel Friday. Let's just keep it simple. Happy Funnel Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. All right. Later. Why did you say stupid? Yeah, go.